What's going on, guys? Welcome to my Doctor Who collection update for July 2019. I'm pretty late on this one. I mean, I always do these kind of the beginning of the next month, but I'm a little bit later with this one than I was hoping because, well, for a couple of reasons. One thing, I have been a little bit busy with stuff lately. I've had a bit going on, and I've just not really had the time or been in the mood to be doing as much stuff. You might have noticed that I've been a bit kind of all over the place with the classic reviews as well. I'm going to try and get back on track with that a bit more, but it's hard to keep it going. And I have been keeping it going really well for like over a year now with the classic reviews, doing at least one a week, and if I have missed a week, I've kind of doubled up every time. So I've been doing pretty well with it, so I'm just, kind of having a little bit of a break here and there, taking it a bit slower, and stuff like that. But, and I have got a few things coming up, so it's a bit difficult with that, but... and also, I was waiting a little while for these DVDs. They only came, the rest of them only came like halfway through this week, so I have been waiting a while. But anyway, I've got everything now for July 2019. There's actually quite a lot to go through, DVDs and also some Big Finish CDs. So let's get started with the DVDs, starting off with The Space Museum and The Chase. This was my box set for the month. I decided to get this. I don't really know why. I just wanted to get some First Doctor stuff. And I don't know, just more Dalek stories and stuff. So I thought, it would be a pretty cool one to get. So this is a two-story set. So we've got the Space Museum first. I don't think this one's actually a Dalek story. I mean, I think these two are just packaged together because they're just kind of stories one after the other. They decided to package them together, but this does have a scene in it where the Doctor's like in a Dalek and he like comes out and starts laughing. I know that's a thing, but apart from that, it's not really a Dalek story from what I know, but I don't really know anything about it. A bit annoyed actually, but the one I got, because I buy these on eBay and get them sent over from England when I live in Australia. This one's got a bit of a kind of rip in the plastic on the back of the DVD, which is annoying. But yeah, that must have just been a factory thing. 'Cause I mean, it was sealed in the sleeve, so just a bit unfortunate that. But hey, it doesn't really bother me that much. It looks alright on the front, so I mean, worst comes to worst, I suppose I could buy another case for it. Finding a like grey case would be pretty difficult though. But yeah, Space Museum. Haven't really heard much about it. Don't know. I don't think it's regarded as one of the best stories ever, but I'm looking forward to watching it. And then probably the more interesting one, The Chase, another Dalek story. The last Dalek story I needed for the Hartnell era, well, apart from the Daleks Master Plan, but of course that isn't available on DVD, and I don't imagine it will be for quite some time. It's going to be a big one to animate that one, if they do ever do it. So yeah, The Chase, once again, from what I've heard, this is a bit of a silly Dalek story, and the Daleks are treated just a bit stupid and silly in this story. I'm still interested in it. Still sounds like an interesting concept, and I'm interested to see what it's like. It's also the departure of Ian and Barbara, so that should be really interesting. I'm looking forward to that, seeing how that all happens. And yeah, so The Chase, another Dalek story. It's nice to have some more Dalek stories. And actually, you'll notice this month that I usually try and, like, if I get like a Dalek story or a Cyberman story, I try and just get like one a month. I don't really want to double up, but because I have been getting so many stories recently, and like reviews are kind of just all over the place with when I review them, I thought, and I've been wanting to get this one for a while, I thought I'd get another Dalek story, so I got Day of the Daleks, the first John Pertwee third Doctor Dalek story. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the cover of this one as well. I think, actually, all three Dalek stories from John Pertwee's run, they have like some of the best covers. They're actually really nice covers. I think Death to the Daleks is probably the best one. It's such a cool looking cover. Don't have that one yet, but yeah, Day of the Daleks, from what I've heard mixed things about it. People say it's pretty decent. I know there's like two versions. There's the normal version and the special edition version, where they updated the Dalek voices, because apparently the Dalek voices are really like bad in the original Day of the Daleks. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to watch this one for the review. I think I'll probably watch it in its original format with the, how it usually sounded. I think on subsequent viewings, I'll probably watch the special edition with the updated sounds, but for my review, I think I'll review it, because I like to review things as close to original as possible. So like when stories have like special CGI effects, updated CGI, I usually try and, if I can, watch the original version for the review, just so I can kind of get a better understanding of how it was originally. So I'll probably do that, but yeah, I think on subsequent ones I will watch this one with the with the newer Dalek voices. I mean, tell me what you guys think of that. Would you like me to just review it with the new Dalek voices, or should I review it how it originally was? Like I said, I'm probably just going to do it as it originally was, but you guys can give me some insight on that. So I'm looking forward to watching that one. It's going to be a while till I get to these. I have so many DVDs to watch because I've been getting quite a few more every month now. I've just got so many stacked up that I haven't watched yet. Next up, we've got The Deadly Assassin, which is actually the only story from this month that I bought that I have seen before. I have seen The Deadly Assassin a couple of times and I have memories of it. So yeah, it's a pretty good story. It's one regarded as a classic. I need to watch it again, of course, to kind of put that in cement to say yes, it is a classic. But from what I remember, it is a pretty good story. Known as being the only classic story to not feature a companion at all. You know, this is after the Doctor leaves Sarah Jane, and yeah, it's got the Master in it, the Decayed Master. So when he goes back to Gallifrey, and yeah, it's a really interesting story. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching that one again when I get around to it. And then finally for this month, we've got Frontios. Wanted to get another Fifth Doctor story. I'd heard that this one's actually, I don't know, a bit of an underrated gem, I'd say. I've actually heard a lot of people say this one's really good when I've kind of, you know, looked into it, watched DVD collections, watched reviews and stuff. But it's not one of those episodes that really gets talked about. So I'm really, that lighting is really annoying, by the way. Can't really help that. I think it's actually outside my window. There's like, my windows are there. Sorry about that. But yeah, it seems to be an underrated gem. So I'm really looking forward to watching this one because I don't really know anything about it at all. So yeah, I'm interested to see what that one is like. Alright, so now we're going to get onto the Big Finish CDs, the Big Finish audios, which is actually the bulk of this month. Now, I was going to get 3 or 4, you know, probably, well, I don't know, 3 or 4 CDs, Big Finish CDs this month, and I already had one in particular that I was going to get, which we'll get to. But then, at the beginning of July, there was, Big Finish had a sale on, which was stories, 8th Doctor stories, featuring, is it Lucy Miller? Is that her name? It's the actress Sheridan Smith anyway, who plays the companion. All her stories were on sale, like 50% off. So I was like, I kind of need to get in on this. So I bought 3 of those, and then also some other CDs as well. So I've ended up with 6 separate stories for Big Finish this month. So to start off with, we've got Max Warp. This is an 8th Doctor audio. Looking forward to watching this one. It says something on the back. I'm not sure if it actually says it on the back of here, but on the kind of plot synopsis thing on the website, it says like it's like outer space Top Gear. I really like Top Gear. Well, the original Top Gear anyway. So I'm interested to see what this one's like. It's a fairly highly reviewed one. I actually got 3 that I kind of looked a lot of these up before, looked at ratings and reviews for them, and picked 3 that were fairly highly regarded. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to listening to that. Next one I got was The Zygon Who Fell to Earth. I kind of wanted to get one that had a villain that I recognised, and the Zygon is a villain that I recognise, and I think it'll be interesting to see how this one's done. Probably out of the 3 I got the least highly rated, but still a lot of like 8s out of 10s and stuff, where the others were like 9s out of 10s. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to listening to that one as well. That should be good. And then finally for the 8th Doctor Adventures, I got The Cannibalists. Oh, I'm almost dropping it. I don't know, this one just, like I said, I was looking through reviews, it was like 9 out of 10s and stuff, and I thought, hey, these little guys look interesting. This could be quite interesting. I think it's a little bit, from what I heard, it's a little bit dark in places. I kind of just feel like it's probably got a humorous sort of thing to it as well, just with how these guys look. I just feel like there's probably a comedy element to it. I might be completely wrong, but yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to this one as well. It should be interesting. It's something a little bit different. And then the final set of Big Finish I got for this month, and the final of everything that I got this month, I decided, and I was decided I was going to get this anyway, and you know, those were kind of a bonus on top of this. It is the 10th Doctor Adventures Volume 1. I was a bit reluctant on how to get these. Originally I was just going to buy, because I think the 10th Doctor does he have 4 volumes out now? I think 4 volumes. The 4th one came out relatively recently. Another one with Donna, because he's got this one with Donna, The second one's with Rose. The third one's... Oh, maybe the third one's with Donna as well? Maybe there's only 3 then. There's 3 or 4 anyway, I can't remember. But yeah, I was kind of thinking, oh, maybe I'll just get some of the single stories, like single DVD disc releases. But then I saw that this was a very good price, so I decided to get this instead. It does annoy me a little bit that it comes in just this one big thing. It's not like there's 3 stories in it. 3 stories being Technophobia, Time Reaver, and Death and the Queen. I would have liked to have them like 3 separate like that. Instead, you get them in this big thing. And I am a little bit disappointed that the art for the CDs is not different. See, look, that's Technophobia there. You've got the booklet, and then you've got, if I can open it around, Time Reaver and Death and the Queen. So it's all the same artwork, which is a bit disappointing. But this was the cheapest and probably the best way to get them, so I just decided to go with it. But yeah, I mean, it's not really a big deal. I'm not as bothered about like how these look on my shelf compared to like my DVDs. Big Finish isn't really something I'm that bothered about looking great on my shelf, so I'm really looking forward to listening to these. They seem to be all fairly highly regarded, and yeah, I'm just some more 10th Doctor, new 10th Doctor stuff to listen to is always a bonus for me because David Tennant is my favourite Doctor. Catherine Tate as Donna Noble is my favourite companion, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to listening to those. Alright, so here is an updated look at the collection. At the moment, I think I had it like this last month, I can't remember, but I've got all my box sets just on the top at the moment. I'm eventually going to have to move these and probably not have them on display, or I might even just like, you know, have them on display like these front few are here, just kind of around my room, because they look quite nice just as like, you know, because I've just kind of got the bigger box sets at the front for first, third, fourth, and fifth Doctors, just some ones that I picked out, all 3 disc ones, so they all kind of, you know, look alright there, and then just have everything else behind it. I might just start doing that, putting them around my room somewhere. I really don't know. At the moment they're there though. Then we get onto the actual shelf. I've actually now got onto my 3rd shelf for the classics. As you can see, we've got 2 stories on the 3rd shelf, so I've got 2 full shelves now, which is crazy. So the Space Museum and the Chase, you can see it right there. They are really making season 2 quite big for me. I mean, that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stories, I believe, in season 2. So that's pretty crazy. We're actually almost finished season 2. We might actually be finished season 2 for what we can have, maybe. I'm not sure. I think there's 1 story missing from that season on DVD. I can't remember how many there is now, but we're pretty damn close anyway. Patrick Troughton hasn't had anything new this month. The 3rd Doctor, Jon Pertwee, Day of the Daleks, comes in there, giving me my 2nd story for season 9, a season that I've kind of been neglecting. I mean, I only had the Sea Devils previously, but now we've got another one, which is nice. We go into Tom Baker, and it's onto the 2nd shelf where we have the Deadly Assassin there, giving me my 3rd story for season 14, which is very nice. Then we carry on Tom Baker into Peter Davison, and we've got Frontios there, giving me my 4th story for season 21. So yeah, then it's all, nothing else changed here. Still got all the Sylvester McCoy and the Colin Baker stuff down here. That ends with Survival and the movie at the end. Goes into the new series and nothing's changed here. But then for my big finishes, as you can see here, we've got the 3 8th Doctor audios here. So we've got 2.2, 2.6 and 3.6. They're like the series number, you know, series 2, story 2. I don't think, I mean, I'm certain I will never complete all of these because there's just too many big finishes, but that doesn't really bother me too much. And then we've got the 10th Doctor Adventures at the end there, and of course Classic Doctor's New Monsters Volume 1, which I already had there from last month. So my big finish collection, not massive as you can see, but you know, it's growing up a bit. It's definitely growing a bit. So yeah, nothing else has really changed. I mean, I've got a couple of these since last month. I'd only show you these in my videos when I don't really have much else to show, so nothing really. So there has been changes there, like I got a couple of different ones over here, but yeah, just didn't really see the point in showing them. And then I haven't got any 5-inch figures this month yet, this past month or 2, so that hasn't changed at all. So yeah, there we have it, guys. So that is it for this video, my collection update for July 2019. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please go ahead, like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, link is in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.